Alright, so basically what happened was I suck at life and I forgot to commentate. Well, I didn't forget to commentate. Basically, like, uh, I kind of, like, freaking wasn't streaming and it made it so that I did not, um, that I didn't commentate because I wasn't streaming. Anyway, ignore his name. I'm not trying to get political on this channel, so just like ignore that. I'm not gonna say if I agree with that or not because it's gonna trigger a few people either way. So just ignore the name, and I'll just commentate this while editing. But yeah, so basically, okay. Well, when I saw his team, I saw a few players that I already benched, and I was like, okay, hopefully this guy will be easy. But yeah. So I pitched Zach Greinke this game. I actually have him sold now. I had to sell him so I could get Joe Torre, my new catcher. So this is a little bit of old footage, but yeah, I had Zach Greinke pitching this game. So yeah, I'll probably be cutting this part out because I'm a bot and don't know what to say. But if I don't, okay. Anyway, this guy hits against the shift, and then I'm just like that sucks. That was the saddest part ever. But anyway, he was just like, he put it against the shift, and I was like, yes, I like that out. I'm not really good at commentating over, like, I'm not good at commentating over editing. Like, it's just not as easy. So if my commentating is a little bit horrible, then that's why. I just really don't know what to say. But my pitching was not very good for some reason. I just suck at this game. We got the out there. I remember being very excited about that, and I was like, get wrecked, kid, you suck. Well, in my head at least, because I didn't friggin' commentate. I really wish I was streaming at this time now, because I wish I was commentating, so I wouldn't have to do this right now. But, you know what, now that I think about it, I'll probably just, like, I'll probably just use something to blur his name, because I'm not trying to get political on this channel. But my first batter is Ryan Sandberg. I literally had just got Ryan Sandberg before I played this game, so I don't do very good with Ryan Sandberg this game because I just didn't know how to use him yet. And then Mike Trout is next. He freaking destroys the crap out of a ball and its whole family. So that thing was gone, and that was a great. That was great. That was a great. Unfortunately, there can't be any like funny edits or anything in this video, since I can't like overlay any edits. I have to like just commentate. So this video might be a little bit more boring than the other ones. But Andrew McCutcheon, I was kind of triggered about that. Warning track power. I wasn't like extremely mad because Mike Trout freaking destroyed the life out of a ball. To be honest, I forget what happens with Cody Bellinger, so we're just gonna have to see. I'm like watching a video that I've never heard of before. You might even hear my button mashing in the background, to be honest. Oh, okay. Well, whenever he dove, I just knew that that thing was freaking destroyed. Well, it's already 3-0, and that is, that was a good lead, and I thought, man, I got this guy for sure. I even thought he was going to quit, to be honest. But Ty Cobb was next. I went ahead and warmed people up with my bullpen. I went with Rich Gossage and Josh Hader. I think I had just gotten Josh Hader right before that game, too. So I think that's why I wanted to warm him up. But I don't think anything exciting happened this inning. I don't know for sure. But when I realized he was trying to bunt with Cobb, I just kind of like tried to get everything out of the strike zone. Then he didn't bunt, so I just kind of gave him a pitch that he was probably going to mess up on. And he did, but somehow he made contact with it. So I gave him that high fastball that usually works, but I don't remember it working on him. Yeah, well, I messed that up, so I guess it's not going to work. But Ty Cobb hits it straight to Ryan Sandberg, and he makes an amazing play. I had nothing to do with that play. It's just, that was all Ryan. That was all Ryan. There's no button to catch the ball, so that was pretty cool. Brian Roberts, he tries to bunt again, and I like it when he bunts because I suck at pitching, and like either hang a curveball or it just is way out of the strike zone. But I got him out at first with Daniel Murphy. Carlos Santana I was a little bit scared of because I know he's good in real life, and then he started bunting, and yeah, he just bunted a lot in this game, and that's kind of how I won. I'm not gonna lie. But here's Daniel Murphy. I have this guy batting second now, so maybe my lineup is a little bit worse. I don't know. Well, it's mostly because I moved Mike Trout down to fifth because he wasn't. I don't know. I started slumping with Trout for some reason. Pudge is not in my lineup anymore. He never really was good at batting for me. He was a great catcher, which is why I kept him in for so long, but his hitting just was not it. I don't know if it was me because I suck at this game, or if his hitting was actually bad. And Zach Greinke's up next. I think we all know what happens whenever a pitcher comes to bat. I don't remember what happens in this game mostly because it was a few days ago. But I just know that it's probably not going to end well since it's a pitcher. And I suck at PCI placement. What the heck? Okay, I just heard myself like spamming a button whenever I hit the ball. I don't know what the heck I'm spamming, but I did not know I did that whenever I hit a ball. So maybe I should like find out what the heck I spam after I hit a ball. But anyway, that's the end of the second. We got Chipper Jones next, and I also know that this guy is pretty good, so I was kind of scared. But I just realized today that he's not even that expensive on the shop, but I still don't really want him that much, to be honest. He's not horrible, but he's just not my favorite, you know. That was a freaking dot. I do not remember making that pitch, but that should not be a good pitch ever, but somehow I made it into a good pitch. But yeah, this is one of those times where I just don't know what to say because I suck at edit commentating. Fouls it off. This guy's 88 contact, 88 power. That, I didn't even know that was possible. Oh, I was pretty mad whenever that happened, I remember, because I got him 0-2, and then he just friggin' walked, and I was kind of sad. But now we have Jorge Posada. He's batting 8th for this guy. I really thought Posada was like one of the better hitters. I don't know for sure because I never had him, but I don't know why I was batting 8th. Another pop-up right to Ryan Sandberg. That, I like it whenever people pop up to Ryan Sandberg. It's very great. I gave him a little time to take out Greg Maddux if he wanted to because I was getting kind of annoyed by him. And then Pudge with this freaking amazing arm throws him out at second. And that's a lesson to never try to steal. If you see someone with Pudge, just don't try to steal. And then he bunt pops out with Greg Maddux. And that was great. Now we got Ryan Sandberg again. And at this point I was like, this guy either gets a hit, or he's not going to be in my number 1 spot again. He is in my number 1 spot now. I had him in the number 2 spot for a while. Actually, after this game, I put him in the 7th spot because I did not hit well with him. But I put him back up to the number 2 spot because he was doing really well after this game. And then now I'm in my number 1 spot. Anyway, I was feeling confident with Mike Trout because he destroyed the Bulls family last time he came up to bat. So I was hoping maybe Mike Trout could freaking destroy the life out of a ball again. And he kind of did. And I thought that that was going to be a double for sure. And then it wasn't. And I was really sad. But that's okay because I'm still up 3-0. Omar Vizquel, I forgot about this guy. He really was a good hitter. I don't know why I didn't see him earlier today whenever he came up to bat. But I do remember him. He was a really good hitter, but he's a no-sell. And I took him off the team because I got Nick Madrigal. He technically doesn't play shortstop, but his fielding is just so good it didn't even matter to me. Then he brings in Omar Vizquel and tries to bunt with him, and I'm just like, what the heck are you doing, brother? And I drop my controller while commentating. Okay. Anyway, the freaking thing like switches between a bunch of my characters, and then somehow he's safe by bunting with Omar Vizquel. And then I just now realized, like, not right now while I'm editing, but just now whenever I was playing the game, that he like actually replaced his shortstop with Omar Vizquel. And then I tried to pitch out whenever I stepped off, but I accidentally didn't get it in time, and I thought he was going to steal, and he probably would have, but I didn't do it in time. And then I get a double play ball, and then I throw it to first, and I got really mad at myself after that. I was like, what the heck am I doing? And that was an easy double play, and I was really sad. The reason I threw it to first is because I thought there were 2 outs. Don't know why, because I didn't have a single out on this guy. But for some reason, I thought there were 2 outs. And now the guy's on third, and the guy was safe at first, and I was even more mad at myself. Okay, not even while I was, like, playing the game, but, like, right now, like, just right now, I realized Ty Cobb's is cleanup batter, and I don't know why. But whenever he was stealing second, I didn't notice, and then I realized, whenever I realized he was actually stealing, I was like, it's too late now. If he makes a bad throw, it's not my fault, and no, he scores. But anyway, I'm trying to like pitch around Cobb because I'm kind of scared that he's going to drive in a run. Because he's not that bad of a hitter, Cobb. He just doesn't hit home runs, which is why I'm confused as to why it was this cleanup batter. But Bellinger makes that play, of course. His 99 arm strength almost makes it. But the animation just made it so that he didn't throw for 600 years. And now it's 3-1. And he tries to bunt with Brian Roberts. I thought that he was going to steal home while doing that for a second. And I was like, yes, sir, that's all me. And then he didn't. And I was kind of sad. But he pops out. He pops up. And I think it's right to Brian again. And it's not. But that's okay, because we're going to strike this guy out. At least that's what I remember. Maybe I don't. I honestly forgot how this game goes. But yeah, we strike him out, because he tries to bunt way too much. But now it's Andrew McCutchen. This guy is the most glitchy swing in the game. He still does. He's like, I think he's my number 3 batter now. With Bellinger batting 4th. But for some reason he's not safe. He hasn't been doing good for me this game so far. But now Bellinger's up, and I thought I got the PCI right on, and I did. But it just went foul, and I was so sad. I thought I had that home run with Belly. And there it is, a freaking no-doubter. Look at the PCI. The PCI isn't even on it, and he friggin' destroys the ball and every single family that he ever had. So, That's two. Trout and Belly, who both destroy the life out of a ball. But yeah, I kind of felt bad for this guy. I thought I was going to completely destroy him. But then he just has an inning later. And I was not very fond of that inning. But here's Dave Kingman. Dave Kingman I'm not doing very well with. And I wasn't at this time either. I just could not get a hit with Kingman. I didn't know why. But that's okay. Because there's only one out. So I'm fine with it right now. I keep fouling it off, and I'm hoping that it's getting to the opponent's nerves. But then it's just not, it never works with Dave. I don't know why. He just doesn't hit it far enough to the point where he actually does damage. Daniel Murphy, he's one of my better batters. I don't know why I had him batting 7th. Maybe that's why. But really, he is one of my better batters. He's batting 2nd now. Here's Carlos Santana again. I actually didn't know who it was for a second, so I was like trying to listen to see who it was. But Ryne Sandberg with the amazing play, but it doesn't even matter because Carlos Santana is safe at first, even with 28 speed. It's enough to beat out the throw. Because he just hit it against the shift, and I wasn't mad because I did that earlier with, I think it was with Ryne Sandberg. Or no, he did that earlier actually, with his first batter. So never mind, it wasn't okay. I lied. I'm a liar. I lied to all my viewers. But I still don't know what to say. And then I realized, never throw a curveball up in the zone to Carlos Santana. Just kidding. You can do it to Carlos Santana, just not Chipper Jones. I'm getting everybody mixed up right now. But now it's 4-3 with Jorge Posada up. And I'm still kind of scared of Jorge Posada for some reason. And I just I didn't know why. And I still don't know why. But I was trying to pitch around Jorge Posada. And it's working right now. He's got an 0-2 count with him. And then somehow I ring him up like that. And then he tries to bunt with Greg Maddux again. Yep. I still don't know why he started bunting with his pitcher every single time his pitcher was up. But I was just trying to throw it somewhere where he couldn't hit it. But he hit it anyway. But he was out because it's a freaking pitcher. There's no way you're getting on base with the pitcher if you bunt. Unless it's like Shohei or something. Actually, I don't know Shohei's speed, but I think it's better than other pitchers. But I don't know for sure. But Omar Vizquel's up again. Tries to bunt with Vizquel. And thankfully he tried to bunt on that because the friggin' curveball was across the whole entire state. And then he pops up on a check swing. I believe it was a check swing. It might have been a bunt, but I think it was a check swing. Anyway, I got Pudge up, and I am not confident with Pudge ever. But then he gets a hit. And then I think I'm dreaming because I pulled Mike Trout 2 days before I played this game, I think. And then Pudge gets a hit. And Pudge doesn't get hits. And then Zach Greinke gets a hit right after. You got Pudge getting a hit, and then you got a pitcher getting a hit. And then there's Ryne Sandberg, and I'm like, no way this guy gets a hit, because he just can't get a hit. And honestly, I don't remember if he gets a hit. But I kind of was feeling confident. I was like, Pudge and the pitcher just got a hit, so maybe this is where Ryne Sandberg can come through. And I don't remember if he does. But we're about to find out. You know, I think I remember what happens. Not with Ryan, but with something else. Ryne Sandberg strikes out. Apparently I didn't. Apparently I went around. Then he dots up Mike Trout on the first pitch, and I was really mad. So you know what I do next? I swing and miss on a cutter that was below the zone. So you know what I do next? I strike out. And then there's Omar Vizquel. And I'm feeling confident because Omar Vizquel always gets a hit with somebody on base. And what do you know? He does again. So I go to third with Vizquel and go home. And it's 6-3 now. And I'm very confident now. I was really confident, and now I'm very confident. There's a big difference between really and very. So now we got Omar Vizquel on third with Andrew McCutchen up. And I'm still feeling very confident because McCutchen's just so good. And I can't get my PCI on the ball, and I try to get Vizquel home, but he catches it, and that's the end of the inning. But now it's 6-3, and I'm really confident now. All right, now my bad. I'm very confident. So we got Ketel Marte, and I've always been scared of this guy. I've never seen anybody use him, but I've always just been scared of facing him because his first name is just scary. Ketel, like, who the heck names their kid Ketel unless they're going to grow up to be a 350-pound monster? So, I was very scared to face him. Maybe I should name my kid Ketel so that he grows up to be a 350-pound monster. That would be a good idea. Anybody, if anybody names their kid Ketel, they're going to grow up to be a 350-pound monster. So, that's a thing. And then he bunts with whoever the heck that was. I'm not paying attention anymore. But he gets on base. And then I try to pitch out because he's 86 speed. But then I freaking step off again. And I'm really mad at myself because now he knows I'm trying to pitch out. They need to change the control for pitch outs because I always mess that up. Maybe like push the right stick down or something. And then he does steal. And I'm like, what the heck? I wish my pitch out would have worked. And then I was kind of sad. But that's okay. Because it's Ty Cobb. And he doesn't hit home runs. What he does do is he bunts, no matter what the heck I throw him. So, I throw him a really bad pitch to see if he bunts again, but he doesn't. It wasn't a really bad pitch. It was something I thought he would foul off, really. Okay, then I throw a high fastball, and he steals third. And then he pops up to the catcher. I was like, yes, because Pudge has a really good throwing arm. And then I double him up from the pop-out. If I had any other catcher right there, he wouldn't have doubled him up, to be honest. But then the announcer compliments Cody Bellinger, and I'm like, announcer, you done jinxed this man. He's gonna freaking pop out to the catcher. But then he doesn't. He hits a third home run. What a freaking beast. He destroyed the freaking family of 2 balls, and then Mike Trout did the job of another one. Cody Bellinger, freaking beast. Would recommend. Grind to get this man. He is freaking the best card in the game. And now we got Dave Kingman, and I'm not good with this guy, but I was like, well, Cody Bellinger just hit one out of the park, so Dave Kingman can too, but he doesn't. He actually gets out at first. So then there's Daniel Murphy. I might say David Murphy a few times because he used to be on the Rangers, and I miss David Murphy. He was a very good player. Anyway, Daniel Murphy does the same freaking thing he did earlier. He just grounds out to second base like he always does. Maybe that's why I had him batting 7th. Maybe he just wasn't as good earlier. But then we got Pudge, and I'm like, can he do it again? Can this baby of a hitter do it again? And he fouls it off. So I don't know. I really don't know what the heck he does here, but we'll see. We'll see together. He pops out like he always does. So his shortstop goes inside his third baseman. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? I'm not trying to get you to have 10 players on the field. But luckily that takes 9 months, so it's fine. Brian Roberts. He grounds out to first base. yeah, that's basically it. There's nothing really special about Brian Roberts. And then there's Carlos Santana. I'm still scared of him, but the man buzzed with him again. I'm like, you know what? I'll throw another curveball down in the zone, and maybe he'll bunt and foul it off. But no, the man decides not to swing. So I try to give him an outside fastball, and every single time I try to do that, it ends up horribly, like that one. I just realized Zach Greinke has pitched 80 pitches already. But this game is freaking flying by. I don't know if that's just me, but this game is like flying by. Alright, he hits it against the shift again. That's the second time Carlos Santana has done that. And I'm like, I can throw him out at second. But then Andrew McCutchen misses the ball. And I'm like, no, I can't throw him out at second. So I throw it to my cutoff man. And then I go to the bullpen. And I'm like, let's put in Goose Gossage. And so I don't. I go to Aroldis Chapman and warm him up. I don't know what I'm thinking in my mind right now. I don't know why I don't want to put in Rich Gossage. But I don't. And that's just me. I don't know if that's just me or if that's everyone. But I just don't want to put in Goose Gossage right now. And it's 3-0 to Chipper Jones. And I realize, shoot, this is Chipper Jones. And he has a 3-0 count. And then he freaking destroys the ball up the gap. But luckily I have Mike Trout in center so he can track that ball down. And then he scores. It's 7-4. But I'm okay with that because I'm still 3 runs in the lead. I don't know if I put Aroldis Chapman in later. I honestly forgot. But like, I don't know what the heck I was thinking warming up Aroldis. Maybe I had just got him before the game. Actually, I think I did. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I don't know what the heck's going on in my head right now. I'm stupid. I don't know what the heck I'm thinking in my head ever. But, Jorge Posada destroys the family of a ball, and that thing is gone. And I realized I made a mistake. I should not have thrown that to Jorge Posada. Now it's 7-6, and I'm like, oh shoot, maybe I don't got this. Because it's 7-6, and it's still the 7th inning. Like, anything could happen. You know? And so he brings in Reggie Jackson, and I'm like, what the heck is he doing with Reggie Jackson on the bench with a team like this? So I bring in Aroldis Chapman, and then he pauses the game. And I pause it too. I'm like, you know what, I want a little bit of that action too. So I warm up my closer, and I come back and he's still paused. And I'm like, what the heck? What the heck is this, boy? So I'm starting to read the scoreboard, and I realize it says, there are Texas. I'm like, that makes no freaking sense. But it's okay. Because now he brings in Honus Wagner. I don't know how the heck he got Honus Wagner. Because this card sucks, and I could not get past the first mission with this man. But anyway, he grounds out to Dave Kingman at first. And then Omar Vizquel comes up again. And I realized he's a switch hitter. And Roldy ain't going to do crap against Omar Vizquel. Because it's not going to be a lefty-lefty matchup. It's going to be a lefty-righty matchup, am I right? So I realize Aroldis Chapman has the worst control in the whole entire freaking game. But he does have outliers, so I'm fine with it. So I just throw freaking fastballs the rest of the game. And then you know what? I'm like, I'm just going to let Roldy finish this inning. And then I'll bring in somebody else. And he does finish the inning. Nothing bad happens. And then he's in the quick menu. And then he brings in the man with the weirdest name in the MLB, Raleigh Fingers. So, I decided to bring in Shin-Soo Choo for Aroldis Chapman. Because he's the freaking best card in the freaking game. I just had to bring him off my... I had to put him on the bench because I got Mike Trout, Andrew McCutchen, and Cody Bellinger in the outfield. And I don't know what the heck to... Like, who the heck else do I put in the outfield? Like, I can't keep Choo in there, and I was really sad. But anyway, I fouled it off with 2 strikes. And I was really mad about that hit earlier. I don't know why I didn't say anything about it, but it was almost a home run. And then... I don't know what happens next. I strike out. What the heck am I swinging at? I don't know. But Ryan Sandberg, I'm 0 for 3 with it. I'm like, great, this is the guy I need right now. And so the game was like, you're right, this is the guy you need right now. You know why? because the man is going to hit the ball out of the freaking stadium. Just kidding. He's not. I trolled you. You thought. And he hits a double. But that's fine because I realized Ryan Sandberg can do something. And I realized Mike Trout is 1 for 3 after he destroyed the life out of a family. So I was like, how the heck is he 1 for 3? I thought he was like the best player in my lineup or whatever. But he's not. And I missed a fastball down the middle. And then I hit it, what I think would be over the pitcher's head, but it's not. And then he throws it to second for some reason, I don't know why. But then he throws it to first and gives me as those, whatever. And then Omar Vizquel comes up. And nothing. Just fouls it off. And then nothing again. Fouls it away again. And then what happens? Fouls away again. But then something crazy happens. He fouls it away again. But after that, something crazy happens. I strike out, but it's a drop third strike, so he might make it to first. And what do you know? He doesn't, and the inning is over. So, that's the end of the 7th inning. I'm like, alright, we're going into the 8th. I'm still winning. It may only be by 1, but hopefully he can't score in 2 innings. And if he can, hopefully he just scores 1. And then I can hit a walk-off, and it's all hype, it's all good, it's all love, you know. So I bring in Josh Hader, since I never used him before. And I realize he throws 2 fastballs at a slider. And I'm like, no, why the heck would I want this guy? But anyway, I still use him. And I start warming up Mariano Rivera. What the heck was I thinking when I was warming up Mariano Rivera? I don't know. But he starts off by fouling it off. I try to test out the fastball. And let me say, that fastball is pretty fast. But not as fast as Roldy. And basically, I feel like Josh Hader is just a Roldis Chapman, but with a bit more control and little less velocity. And then Andrew McCutchen does the freaking most unnecessary twirl and throws it to second. And my commentary is a little bit late because I keep talking about something and something else happens, like that. And then Andrew McCutchen makes the catch, but he has the worst arm accuracy ever, so he doesn't make the throw to third, and the guy gets to third, and I'm like, crap, he's going to score that. There's no way I get him to not score. And he bunts and steals, but luckily it goes foul. Well, luckily for him. And I think he's going to try to bunt again, so I just throw the ball where there's no way he can get it. And then he pops out, and he tries to go home, and then he doesn't, so he goes back to third, and I get him, and I felt really bad. I'm not going to lie, I felt so bad, and I wanted to cry. But who cares? I thought he was going to score that entire game, so I don't even care at this point. And then Andrew McCutchen misses the ball. I tried to sound excited because I thought something was going to happen, but nothing happened. So it's kind of a little awkward now. Then he strikes out. And I'm like, Cody Bellinger, he's just been destroying the life out of balls all day. And then he misses the ball. And I'm like, what the heck? Well, we still got 2 more strikes. Alright? So I hit it, and I'm like, no, I don't hit it. Just kidding. Then I'm like, well, I might strike out with Cody. I'm like shaking at this point. And then I take a pitch, you know, it's good, it's all good. 1-2 now. And then he fouls it off. I thought something was gonna happen. Every time I think something's gonna happen, it doesn't. I'm not even gonna say anything anymore. Just let Bellinger hit. Like, I don't even know. I don't know what the heck's gonna happen anymore. And then he hits it! And it's a single. It's a single. But it's okay, because he's 4 for 4 now, and I'm like, what the heck? How the heck do you go 4 for 4? I think this was his first ranked seasons game. I think I played with him like CPU or something to warm up with him. But I never actually played a game with him, like a ranked seasons game with him yet. So I don't really play a ranked seasons a whole lot. But anyway, Dave Kingman strikes out again. I'm like, Daniel Murphy hasn't got a hit all game, and then he does get a hit up the gap, And I'm like, can I score belly? And I'm like, no way I can score belly. And then I'm like, yes, I can score belly. Who the heck can't score belly? So I score belly. And it's 8-6 now. And I'm like, alright, got myself insurance runs. Then Pudge comes up, and I'm like, no way I can get a hit with Pudge. And if I do, I'll just bring in the freaking best hitter in the game. I don't know who the best hitter in the game is, but I can bring him in. But he doesn't. He pops out like usual. And it's the top of the 9th now, and I'm saying if he doesn't score 2, then I win. So I'm like, I'm set. And I'm like, you know what? This is it. Just got 3 outs. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in my closer. Yes, sir. So I bring in my closer. Alright? Dude, I'm like so scared that I'm going to press circle right now, and I'm going to have to redo all this commentary. And then I'm going to freaking cry my eyes out. Anyway. Yeah. Nothing's happening. Oh yeah, I remember sometimes I spam L2 whenever they foul it off like that. For no reason. Like, I try to switch to my right fielder, even though I know I can't use anybody during that. I try, you know. So I spammed L2 and nothing happened. And then he tried to bunt, strike 2. And then he just, like, chops it right to the pitcher. And I'm like, I got this out. And I do got this out. You know, I throw him out at first. And Carlos Santana is up again. He has a double and a single, and he scored twice. So I'm like, what the heck? This man is... I'm not pitching to this guy. But you know what I do? I pitch to this guy anyway. I'm not going to walk this man like a scaredy doggy. Alright? And then he fouls it off again, and it's 0-2. And I'm like, yes, sir, this is the count you want against Carlos Santana. So I'm like, I'm going to go for the quick dot, and I don't get it. I was not on the meter at all. So that didn't work. I tried to go for the inside pitch, and I'm like, I might hit him. And so I do it anyway, and I don't hit him. But he flies out to center field. Mike Trout makes the catch with his beautiful self. And they're down to their last out. And I'm like, yes, sir, this is great. And then I realize Chipper Jones is up. And I'm like, oh, shoot. Not Chipper Jones. And the game was like, yes, sir, you're going to have to face Chipper Jones. And I was like, no, sir, I'm not going to face Chipper Jones. But I faced Chipper Jones anyway. You know, I faced this man, Chipper Jones. Alright? And you know what I did to this man, Chipper Jones? You want to know what I did? Well, it's 2-1 right now, so you're never going to know. Alright? Alright, now it's 2-2. I really don't remember what happens. I'm not going to lie. But they're down to their final strike, and I'm like, no way I let this guy out. And so I don't. He fouls it off. And I thought that was going to be a single, and I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? I have to do a whole nother at-bat like I'm freaking done with this game. But I wasn't. I wasn't done with this game. He fouls another one off, and I want to cry. I want to freaking die right now. Okay? So I give him a nasty curveball down the zone, and guess what happens? He grounds it to Omar Vizquel, who throws it to first for the final out, and I win the game. And I'm so good at this game. Name someone better than me right now. Don't do that. I'm not trying to get roasted. But Cody Bellinger, player of the game, obviously. 3 home runs and a single. And that is it for me. I do be out, though. Goodbye.